how many moons do you think there are in our solar system? 1, 10, maybe 50? What if I told you that we've already discovered more than 290, and that number just keeps growing? Yeah, space is like that party where you think you know everyone, but new and interesting people keep showing up. And today, we're going on a cosmic tour to meet the most unexpected moons in our space neighborhood. Hold on tight, because we're going way beyond our nightly moon. Let's start with the heavyweights of the solar system. Jupiter and Saturn aren't just giant in size, they're like the kings of the party, with an enviable entourage of moons. Jupiter has almost 100 confirmed moons. The most famous are the 4 that Galileo discovered: Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Each one is a world of its own. Io is a volcanic chaos. It seems like it's always in a bad mood. Europa is all mysterious, with an ocean of liquid water hidden under a crust of ice. Scientists go crazy imagining there could be life there. Then we go to Saturn, the Lord of the Rings, who is also not left behind in the collection of moons. He has more than 140. Titan, for example, is larger than the planet Mercury and has a dense atmosphere, rivers, and lakes, but of liquid methane. Just imagine a boat trip on a lake of cooking gas. Epic! And there's Enceladus, a small ball of ice that spews jets of water into space, like a giant geyser. Basically, these moons of the gas giants are the celebrities of our solar system, each with its own personality and secrets. They were formed along with their planets, from the same disk of gas and dust, like a large cosmic family. Now, let's travel to the edges of the solar system, where things get even stranger and more fascinating. Meet Pluto. For a long time, we thought it was just a lonely little ball of ice, but today we know it's a dwarf planet with its own crew. Pluto has 5 moons, and the largest, Charon, is so big in comparison that their relationship is almost a dance. They orbit a point in space between them, like a couple waltzing. It's a binary system where you can't really tell who's orbiting whom. Besides Charon, Pluto has 4 other smaller moons with very bizarre shapes, like space potatoes. They are Nix, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. This shows that even the little ones of the solar system can have a very busy social life. Okay, we've talked about the moons of the giant planets and the dwarf planets. But what if I told you that even giant rocks floating in space can have their own moons? Yes, we're talking about asteroid moons. It sounds crazy, right? An asteroid, which is already small, having something even smaller spinning around it. But it's super real. So, what's the difference? The moons of the planets were usually formed with them. Asteroid moons are more chaotic. Sometimes an asteroid spins so fast that a piece of it breaks off and becomes a moon. Other times, 2 asteroids gently collide and end up staying together, one orbiting the other. It's like a cosmic encounter that worked out. The first time we discovered an asteroid moon was in 1993, when the Galileo probe passed by the asteroid Ida and took a picture. And to everyone's surprise, there it was, a small rock which was named Dactyl, spinning around Ida. It was a wow moment for astronomy. No one expected that. Since then, we've found hundreds of asteroids with their own moons. Some even have 2. A famous example is the system of the asteroid Didymos and its small moon, Dimorphos. You might remember them from NASA's DART mission, the one that crashed a spacecraft into Dimorphos to see if it could deflect its orbit. It was like a game of cosmic pool, and it worked. The goal was to test a way to defend the Earth in case a dangerous asteroid ever came our way in the future. Discovering these mini-moons is not easy. Most asteroids are just a dot of light, even in the most powerful telescopes. So, how do we do it? One of the coolest techniques is to observe how the asteroid's brightness changes over time. If there's a moon passing in front of or behind it, the light will blink in a specific way. It's detective work analyzing light patterns for hours and hours. Another way is to use powerful radars here on Earth. We send a radio signal, it hits the asteroid and comes back. The way the signal returns gives us a three-dimensional map of the object, and then we can see if there's an extra little light nearby. This is how many double asteroid systems were discovered. These discoveries are super important because they help us understand how asteroids form, how they evolve, and what they're made of. Knowing the mass of an asteroid, for example, is much easier when it has a moon. And the hunt for moons doesn't stop. Technology is always improving. With new telescopes like the James Webb and increasingly sophisticated space missions, we're discovering smaller and more distant objects. NASA's Lucy mission is on its way to visit a bunch of Trojan asteroids which orbit the Sun in the same path as Jupiter. Who knows how many new moons it will find there? And there's the Psyche mission, which will visit an asteroid that appears to be the core of an ancient planet made almost entirely of metal. Does it have a metallic moon too? The future of moon exploration is exciting. We are constantly rewriting the science books and discovering that our solar system is much more dynamic and complex than we imagine. Each new moon is a piece in the puzzle of our cosmic origin. So, the next time you look at our moon in the sky, remember that it is just one of hundreds of fascinating worlds that orbit other bodies in our solar system. From the giant ice balls of Saturn, through the dancing duo of Pluto and Charon, to the small rocks that accompany lonely asteroids. The universe is full of unexpected companions. Each discovery shows us that there is still much to explore and that the adventure is just beginning. Thanks for joining me on this cosmic journey today. If you enjoyed getting to know the most different moons in the neighborhood, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next explorations. See you next time.